Okay, so we are beginning our online international education fair and the webinar is about to start. I can see we have about 100 students. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope this is going to be a useful information when you're going to be attending. Till the end of the webinar, you will be able to learn about the scholarships, application fee waivers, the COVID-19 updates, and many more. So watch till the end and ask any question that you have. I hope it's going to be worth. Thanks.
Hi, can everyone hear me all right?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, wonderful. Well, as Avi said, my name is Ashley Browning and I'm Vice President for Enrollment Management at Hollins University, located in the States in Virginia. I'm excited to share some information with you today about Hollins. I think you'll find that we offer a very different experience from some of the other colleges and universities that have shared information with you today. My presentation is focused mainly on undergraduate programs. We do have graduate schools at Hollins, but are most interested in working with you in regards to undergraduate bachelor's degrees. So that's where my comments will focus today. As you can see, the Hollins campus is very beautiful. We're located in the southwest part of Virginia where the state becomes very mountainous and green. Our campus sits on about 400 acres, so it has what many describe as a very traditional campus feel. It's very safe, it's very green. We're located about 10 minutes from downtown Roanoke, which is a vibrant small city. So it offers the best of both worlds, access to a very traditional US campus setting, but also easy access to a larger city as well when you'd like to get off campus. So the most important thing for you to know about Hollins University is that at the undergraduate level, we offer education for women only. We believe this offers an enormous advantage to young women who are looking for the opportunity to study in the States. When you look at kind of professional performance across colleges and universities, there are some pretty impressive statistics out there in regards to results that come from women who are graduating from women's colleges. We believe that to have different access to opportunities related to leadership, research, internships. It's a powerful experience to be in a place where all of the energy and resources are focused on you as a young woman. So it's certainly something unique. Many of our students are considering Hollins among co-ed schools, and I'm happy to talk with you more about why a women's college might be a good opportunity for you. We offer very strong leadership training, including the opportunity to earn your certificate in leadership studies. That's something that you can pair with any major or minor. It's a great program, and they do everything from helping you understand your own leadership style to very hard concrete skills, like helping you learn how to negotiate salary, things like that for your first job placement. So it's a great program. It gives you skills that many professionals don't have an opportunity to learn until well into their careers. And it's quite popular. So we encourage students to consider that. 3 out of 4 students on our campus complete an internship before they graduate. We can guarantee every eligible student an internship. So most of the international students I work with are really interested in not only finding a university that offers a strong academic program, but also making sure that you have easy access to internships that are going to help you ensure that you know what you want to do when you graduate, that you have a robust resume and good experience to speak to. So our Career Center is regularly ranked in the top 20 among small liberal arts colleges by the Princeton Review US News World Report. So it's a strong program. I think because of our size as a small university, you really have the opportunity to have a custom experience where they can help you one-on-one. As you can see there, our student to faculty ratio is 10-to-1. That's normally something that's quite shocking to most of our international students who are coming from much larger classroom settings. So most of our classes are discussion-based. We certainly expect our students to arrive prepared to engage in the conversation. You are not going to have classes that are huge lecture style where you're one student among 300. The largest classes we have at Hollins would be at most 30 students. And you can see the average class size is 12. So you're really able to develop a different relationship with your faculty member as a mentor when you're in a classroom like that, a classroom of 12. In terms of our location, I mentioned that we're in Virginia in the US, in the southwest part of the state. I've provided here for you some information about our distance to other major metropolitan areas. Places like Washington, DC, and Raleigh, North Carolina are just a quick car ride. And so our students take advantage of those opportunities through a variety of programming that we offer with transportation provided. So going to conferences at other schools or going to athletic events if they're looking for a way to get off campus. Many of our students, when they arrive to the US, also will choose to fly into Washington, DC, into Dulles. We do have a regional airport in Roanoke that's only about 10 minutes from campus. So you can actually fly directly into Roanoke. It's very easy to get here. But some students prefer to fly into Dulles because it can be a bit cheaper and take the train down. So either way, it's an easy option and will put you to campus in a short number of hours once you arrive to the US. As you can see here, I've included another image of the Roanoke area. We are in a part of the US where the mountain range is called the Blue Ridge Mountains. Our population in the Roanoke area and the greater metro area is 320,000. So it's a small to mid-size area. As the presenter before was saying, we're not in a large metropolitan city, but we certainly have enough around to keep our students busy. We too offer easy access to the outdoors. So if you're a person that likes to hike or canoe or camp, or you want to try those things for the first time, this is a really good opportunity too. So you can see I've listed there the ways that our students choose to get to campus and then around. It's very easy to fly in, take the train. And then in the area itself, our students certainly take advantage of downtown Roanoke. It's only 10 minutes from campus, and we do run a free shuttle service multiple times a week. So if you as an international student don't have access to a car, you shouldn't be worried about that because we offer free transportation for you to different parts of the city. If you're looking at other colleges and universities in our region, you might be interested to know that we are 64 kilometers from Virginia Tech. So that's the large research university where we are. And so we're close enough to offer different opportunities for our students in partnership. So you can have a small campus experience at Hollins where people know your name and your faculty members can really support you individually, but you still have access to going to a Virginia Tech football game if you want to, or we partner with Tech on a summer research program for undergraduate students. So there's lots of opportunity there. My international students always ask about weather. In Roanoke, we're very fortunate in regards to the weather here. We do have 4 seasons, so you can expect that when you arrive in August, it'll be quite warm. Things start to cool down by the end of September. We have a very lovely fall with the leaves changing color. It's immensely beautiful in this region in the fall. And then about, I would say, beginning of December to end of February, that's our winter season. We do get some snow here. That's always a really fun thing for our students that are from India and Nepal. For many, that's their first chance to experience snow. So it depends on the year. Some years we'll get a lot of snow. This year we didn't get much at all. So you can count on seeing it at some point during your 4 years at Hollins, but it's not something that you're going to deal with every day. And then in the spring, the season that we're in now, things start to bloom. Highs are about 21 degrees Celsius, so it becomes very temperate and lovely as you prepare for your spring. Academic programs, biology and business are the 2 most popular among our international students. With biology, many of our students choose to also pursue a track in pre-med or pre-vet. Our science center just underwent a multi-million-dollar renovation 2 summers ago, so the lab spaces have all been refreshed and are really lovely. All the equipment has been refreshed also, so you can do some pretty impressive work there. In regards to business, we offer concentrations in general business, in finance, in international business, and also in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is quite popular. We've just announced something called the Entrepreneurial Learning Institute, or ELI, and that's something that a student can participate in regardless of major. So let's say you're someone who's interested in psychology, but you also want to learn more about entrepreneurship. You can bring that on as a minor or participate in ELI to learn more about that. We also have an Entrepreneurship Club that's quite popular on campus. So that's a good opportunity for you to kind of stretch yourself and learn something different. Hollins has long been lauded for our program in creative writing. We have several poet laureates, Pulitzer Prize winning authors. The National Poet Laureate, the U.S. National Poet Laureate 2 summers ago, is a Hollins graduate. So it's a very strong program. If you're interested in talking more about creative writing, I would be happy to. And then, as you can see, psychology. Our 5% employed are 1 year of graduating. So you can see there are great outcomes for our students. And I also provide information about our rankings in the Princeton Review. So one thing that is quite unique about a women's college is the alumni network remains really fierce once you graduate. So we were ranked top 5 best alumni network. And then you can see our rankings are quite good for internships and student government as well. Study away is very popular with our students. So of course, for you as an international student, you'll be studying away when you're with us in the US. But our international students still have the opportunity to study abroad in another country other than the US while you're with us. So for instance, one of my favorite international students this year spent the the fall semester in Italy. So I was so glad that she was able to go before COVID became a reality for us all. So one of the great things about study abroad at Hollins is whatever you pay to be on campus, your scholarship follows you. So you pay the same thing to study in that new location for the semester. Undergrad is very popular, and you have easy access to that. And I wanted to show just a little bit of information about some of our recent internship placement. So because we are close to cities like Washington, D.C., that's a hub for us in terms of our internships. So if you want to participate in these internships, you will submit a resume, interview just as you would for another college opportunity. And students are selected to receive placement in these cities like DC, New York, to have kind of a different experience in a bigger metropolitan area. Kind of get your toes wet a bit in something like that before you're there full time, perhaps after graduation. Housing for you, and transportation is provided. So it's a really great opportunity. Students get a stipend to help you with things like metro costs. So it's a great program and something that really helps students prepare for life after graduation. This slide provides an overview of our cost of attendance. So you can see the total direct cost at Hollins is about $54,000 a year. The wonderful news is that we offer a ton of scholarship, and that includes scholarship for our international students. So I'll show you on the next page, all international students who are admitted at Hollins qualify for a scholarship that begins at $23,000 a year. And it renews for all 4 years that you're with us as an undergraduate student. So you can see that it's quite competitive. I encourage students to just be aware. I know the cost of attendance can look kind of scary when you look at it on its own, but I hope it makes you feel better to know that every student receives a scholarship. So the better you're doing in your classes, the more scholarship we're going to be able to give to you. And we do even have a couple of full tuition scholarship opportunities for international students. To apply to Hollins, it's free. There's no cost to apply, and you can do that through the folks at Study Metro. They'll be able to assist you in this process. We do ask our international students to apply via the Common Application, and it's a very straightforward application process. So you'll need to submit a transcript We do require the SAT or ACT, so you will need to submit that. I know students are being impacted by test cancellations across the globe, and we are looking to consider an option for fall to waive test requirements for students. So I encourage you to check back with Study Metro. I'll let them know when we have a final decision on that. We do require TOEFL or IELTS unless you're coming from a country where English is the language of instruction. For many of our students coming from India, that is the case. So we don't require TOEFL or IELTS in that case. If you're at a school where English is not the language of instruction, another way that you can have that requirement waived for you is by achieving at least a 610 on the EBR part of the SAT. For I-20 purposes, we ask that you submit your certificate of finances, bank support photo, and a letter of financial support at the time of admission. That will help us expedite getting that I-20 to you. Typically after admitted, provided we have all the right documents, we have an I-20 packet in the mail to you within 2 weeks. So we're fortunate to be able to turn that around pretty quickly. And if you're curious what our students look like academically, you can see that most of our students have over a 3.0 GPA, over a 1,000 on the SAT, and over a 21 on the ACT. If you're looking to join us for fall, I've included information about our fall application dates. We are still accepting applications for fall 2020. It's not too late to apply if you're interested, and we'd love to have you do so through Study Metro. So that's all I have for today. Looking forward to answering more questions on the chat.
Well, thank you so much. So this brings us to the end of the webinar. I hope the information that you have gained today is going to be useful for you for making an application to the university. If you still have any question or any query about applying to the university, then you contact one of the Study Metro representative. Thank you so much again for joining this webinar. Have a good one.